Everybody had tried the scope, IFP, UDM. Everybody had tried what we were trying. And everybody was saying we won't make it because there were no Robben Islanders, there were no former ministers, former presidents amongst us, there were no former mayors, there were no billionaires. Kenny Kunene had misled us that Yanai's got money. He couldn't pay for a venue that evening. We wanted money, he said, Wakaru, you said you have money. Pay for Uncle Tom's Hall. Uncle Tom's Hall was 3,200 per night. He couldn't pay for it. So there were no billionaires amongst us. He was a really fake sushi king that we were even trying to rehabilitate at the time. It's important because this is the reason why they were writing us off. We didn't have anybody. But we plugged immediately in terms of our symbolism. We said we must form this organization. We must take the decision of the formation. We knew that it's going to be the case because everybody we spoke to was unequivocal. I never met a person in all the consultative meetings, DP, who was saying remain, who was saying take time, except David Masondo. The South African banks don't believe in you. They don't believe in black talent. They'll never give you enough money to be able to become a captain of industry. There's nothing we can do until we have a bank of our own. So step number one, we need a bank. And that bank must become a state bank. That is going to waste money on you like the apartheid government did on Afrikaners. That is going to give you funding, give you 40 years minimum, like Toyota. The story of Toyota, which at the moment, there's no village in the world without a Toyota in the world. But if you look at the story of Toyota, it was properly supported by the state for 40 years until it became the giant that it is. It's the story of a number of companies. The strongest agricultural sector in the world is in the United States, but it's the most protected from international competition. We cannot give up on the state because the ANC destroyed it. It is the only thing you have as black people. You can't fold your arms and all go into a mode of condemning government. It is the only shield, it is the only gain of the liberation movement. We've got to build state capacity. We've got to use the government. We've got to use the state to transform our lives. White people are not going to develop you. White people are not going to save you from poverty. If you don't know, the last 30 years is evidence. White people themselves, to become the rich people that they are, used the state. You see, the problem of racism, my brother, is that a lot of white people don't have to do much in order to get business. They don't even have to go to school. And you know, not leave business, anything in the world, anything in life. They don't have to be too educated. For instance, the leader of the DA. He didn't have to get a master's, break his head. How did you trust that he can write a policy with a matric? Because he's white.
Lekota,
abstain.
MTP.
Abstain.
Abstain.
Okay. What is the point of order?
Speaker, I want to call a point of order, but Lekota, who is he leading?
Man, that's not a point of
Who
order.
is he leading? Umahamba yedwa.
It's not a point of order, man.
In a country where a prime minister was assassinated in the House of Parliament, they stormed the stage. It's unthinkable. No, but I'm leaving this to the president to finalize, I'm leaving the criminal aspect to the Minister of Police to connect. I refer to a crisis that is solvable because there are immediate actions that government can take in addressing the short-term and medium term. This includes improving ESCOM's energy availability factor through maintenance and servicing existing power stations. That means the current coal power station must operate optimally. We procure emergency power, we purchase electricity from neighboring countries, and we improve skills capacity of ESCOM. And those four interventions will help us. They will help us focus.
Honorable Mandash, just a minute. Honorable Ndlozi, on what point are you
A
standing?
point of order.
Yes, okay, let's hear it.
Honorable Mantashe says his prime minister was assassinated. And I know only of one prime minister, that's Verwoerd. Are you saying Verwoerd was your minister?
No, I didn't say that.
I've been very suspicious that you were part of apartheid. When? Apartheid.
Honorable Ndlozi.
You just confirmed calling Verwoerd your prime minister.
Honorable Ndlozi, that's not a point of order. I'm sure you know that.
And everywhere.
Minister, just a second.
Oh, okay.
Honorable Ndlozi, on what point are you rising?
Thanks, Chairperson. It's a point of order. Which dusty document of the ANC mentions FSRU? Which document that gathered dust in the ANC talks about FSRU? And how many votes did you get there in Nazareth?
That's not a point of order. That's not a point of order, and will therefore allow the minister to proceed.
Don't worry about Honorable Ndlozi. This is the only opportunity I have to speak. All the minutes have been taken by the Supreme Leader.